Hi guys and girls, this is a quick video. I've been asked, or I suggested to him and he asked me to do it, and that's a kind of review stroke run over of buoyancy aids, or PFDs, or life jackets if you like. Now it was Rob Bushcraft asked me what buoyancy aid he would suggest he gets. Now I know that Rob, and most of you will know Rob, is a bushcraft enthusiast, and I would have thought, maybe wrongly, but I don't think so, that he'll want to do a combination of canoeing and bushcraft together. Now I've got a few different ones to look at and give you a good idea, and we'll start with this one, which is your standard kind of buoyancy aid that most outfitters will probably supply. This is made by a company called CSR, and it's a kind of short body buoyancy aid. The one thing to remember when you're buying these is the newtons, and they're done on weight. So basically, like I can show you here, and they all have this in them somewhere. As you can see, XL here is for that kind of height and size, that kind of weight and above. You're looking at 50 newtons, which is what this is, 50 newton buoyancy aid. You can get smaller ones and they're less buoyant, depending on how heavy you are. I'm a big guy, so I need a big one. So this is your standard one. Nice. These are not bad actually. Good big chunky zip. Pretty thick. They're a bit thick for kind of if you're on a long trip. For me personally, I don't want anything too thick sponge, you know, too heavy kind of thing. But just for day trips, these are pretty good. They've got nice big arms, gaps here to allow lots of freedom of movement. These are quite good for kayaking, where you're giving it the full-on paddle. I paddle pretty much Canadian stroke all the time, so I don't need that amount of movement. But yeah, these are the ones that you tend to get free when you buy a canoe. They normally come with it. That's CSR. Next one up is this one, which is a Plastimo, which is kind of the next one up. This is a full body buoyancy aid. Once again, this is a 50 newtons, size large, 70 to 90 kilograms in weight. I'm heavier than that, so this is more for guests. But this is pretty good. This is nice and thick. And yeah, one thing to always kind of see if you can get, most of them do come with it, is a belt here, or some form of cinching string at the bottom. This one's got it here as well, around the top. That's very important. When you're buying a buoyancy aid, make sure you can tighten it down below, because if you go in the water, what you can't do is have it ride up. A, it's less effective, and B, it's dangerous. You know, it's not comfy and it's dangerous. So have it that it fits your body and doesn't move when you've got it on. I know that's hard to say. If you're going to buy stuff online, you know, you take your chances, but I hope this review helps in kind of making an informed decision. So yeah, that's the Plastimo. That's another one I actually got free, or we got a deal when I bought my second canoe, and yeah, they're pretty good. The third one, which I love this one, I'll put it on. This is about as original as you can get, real 19 sort of 50s onwards. Yeah, this is if you like Song of the Paddle by Bill Mason. If you're into canoeing and you've never seen that, then I really highly recommend just buying it, both the videos and the book. or the DVDs and the books. The books are phenomenal, and they are basically the canoeing, wilderness camping Bible. I think they're available. They're probably available on Amazon. If you're in the UK, Book Depository is brilliant. And actually, Book Depository, I think you can buy, is worldwide, and it's free delivery. So it's bookdepository.co.uk. I'm pretty sure, 90% sure, if you anywhere in the world you can order these books, and they pretty much have every title. But yeah, anyway, getting back to this. This is a company called Record, and Swedish, and this is kind of the original style of buoyancy aid. It's so nice. It's like wearing a vest. Yeah, full freedom of movement, classic look. You know, so if you're going for a retro video, this is perfect. That's my cat in the background. Oi, Pickle. That's Minky Mog. Oi. Being nosy. So yeah, this one's by Record. So once again, day trips, or if you're not into carrying stuff on your person, this is lovely, and I would highly recommend these. These are quite expensive. I managed to get this on an offer whilst I was touring Sweden, and it's got a small pocket here just for, I don't quite know, a pen maybe. You wouldn't get much in there. Maybe a phone, a small phone. Yeah, I love this one. I don't use it as much as I should really, but most of my canoe trips are wilderness kind of camping trips, and I tend to have more stuff with me. And on that note, this is the one I suggested Rob should get, assuming he wants it for bushcraft canoeing, wilderness canoeing. And this is by Nookie, and it's the Nookie Ranger. And these, in my opinion, are about as top end as you can get for what we use them for. And I'll give you a rundown of the features. Basically, as you just saw, you got a zipped front. You've also got, go back a bit. You've also got a belt here to keep it tight to your body, and then there's also your lower cinch. In this case, is another snap buckle on here. He says there, and then you pull it tight, and that stops it moving around. This needs to be adjusted. I've lost a little bit of weight since this was first adjusted for me. So yeah, I need to tilt you down a little bit. Now, as you can see, I've covered it in badges, but so yeah, you have a pocket here with a key loop dangly thing inside. They're mesh bottom pockets. As you can see, so that, you know, it doesn't matter if there's water gets in there, they'll just come out the bottom. You have another one here. This really is for like your ID, your paddling ID, that kind of permit if you need one. I don't. I just keep a small flashlight in there for emergencies. Nosy cats. On the zip, you can see I've got a dangly whistle. You've got another pocket here, which at the moment I've got some fish bait, and a small flint and steel kit with a bit of hemp and a bit of, you know, charcloth and stuff. There's a bit of a backup, and in the bottom I've got a Swiss Army knife. The pockets are pretty good, they seal up pretty well. You kind of fold them in on themselves and then bring that Velcro down. And then on the side I've just got my first aid kit. But what I really like is on the back, you've got the pocket for your bladder, your Camelback or whatever make you got. And then you just run the hose up and over through these loops, you know, either way. And then you've got your bladder there. So yeah, in my opinion, I mean, this is the Ranger Delta. This kind of, when you look at their range, is almost tactical in its look, you pockets and whatnot. And you've got nice places you can attach things, like my first aid kit. But like I say, this needs to be adjusted. I want it lower down my body, give me more room up here. But I hope that helps, Rob, and anyone else that's viewing this. Oh, we've got another jobby here, another belt loop, key hook thing, whatever. I normally got a little carabiner on there, to be honest, and certainly when it's a little bit colder I can just hook my gloves on there. Yeah, you know, so it's kind of a full-on wilderness travel type PFD. So there you go, that's it. I mean, in my opinion, this is the best, certainly the best that I looked at for what I want, which is the capability of wilderness travel. I can carry emergency supplies, hence the fire starting kit and all that. So that's the Nookie Ranger Delta. Not sure how much it is now. They're not cheap, but they're by far the best one I could find. I hope that helps, and see you soon. Thanks.